Oh.
I couldn't get in.
You don't know the password?
No, you didn't tell it to me.
Oh, well, I gotta show you how to work the password.
Yeah, you gotta teach it to me.
All right.
What?
Okay.
You gonna show me?
So you can press and hold number 9 for like 5 seconds. And then you put in your old password and hit the lock button. And now enter your new password. Say you're gonna go. And then hit the lock button. 1, 2, 5, 8. There. So now you go 1, 2, 5, 8. Unlock.
Perfect.
1, 2, 5, 8. How cool is that?
Now I can always get in.
Try it. Give it a try. Hey guys, welcome to another episode on the Irnieracing YouTube channel. I am back in my freezing shop. Got the heater going. You can see my breath in the air. And today I am going to install my new RV lock for a keypad, keyless entry with remote fobs and of course the keys, and something that is not going to be the same key as every other RV out there. Oh, my furnace just kicked on. It is cold out here, guys. And anyways, we're installing it on the Northern Lite, the 10.2. And so here is your stock door latch. Typical, what is it, 3 1/4 by 2 1/2 diameter. That all of these ones will fit. And they actually bolted down with some Torx 20s on the inside on the back plate, and then on the side plate here, same thing, all Torx. And one of the main problems with these locks is the manufacturers key them so alike, which means like often people will say my key will actually unlock your RV as well. And so you just need to change it just for that, because if the thieves ever figure that out, and not from this video, but of course everybody's been talking about it. So anyways, that's one little reason. But the main reason is I hate having to I just want to lock the door and I don't have my keys on me. The keys are in somewhere else. So you're just going to go hit the lock button. And of course, also a lot of times you don't want to bring your keys with you when you're going swimming or whatever, and you just want to have a keypad or a fob, but mostly just the keypad, and put in your code and unlock. Unlock, easy. And then the remote you're carrying groceries in the door. So we're going to just get into it. I've been looking for one of these for years, and when you search for RV door locks, electronic, you'll come across that, I can't remember what the company's name, RV lock or whatever, and they're always like $250, but I felt like they were all plastic. They were looking plastic. I feel like they're overpriced. They were exactly the same as the Chinese knockoffs. The no-name brand ones that were at $150, and then you're paying for that one RV lock company $250. And so I wanted something that stood out, be different, and be solid. And that's what finally I discovered, the CARMTEK. And it looked to me like the best option. So I reached out to the company, and I was prepared to buy one. And then they said, well, if you make some video, we'll send it to you, and we'll refund. I bought it on Amazon, and they said they would refund it if I'd help them out. So with doing a little install video here, and and then I'll do my thoughts on it. Of course, unaltered. I have the thing already. I don't have to do whatever. I'm just going to give my honest opinion as we go. And then, so 1.5 deep, 3.75, 2.75. Pretty much all locks are like that unless you have like a bus. Even my trailer has the same size lock. See, same size in my trailer. It's the exact same thing. You'll know because it has the bolt in here and the bolt on the door. It's like a design. Oh yeah, here they go. See, mine's the one on the left there with my thumb. And then here's your ones on like the buses, little different designs, they won't fit. So if I'm really happy with this thing, like I think I will be, we'll see. Maybe I'll have to get another one for the trailer. So then you could key them alike or whatever. Doesn't matter, you got the keypad. So just opening the box, looks like they give you a little bit of foam spacer to make a tighter fit if need be. It's pre-cut. and then a thank you for your purchase. And here's the outside, whatever you want to call it, the plate. And here are some stickers for the keypads, or some extra keypads. It comes with batteries. And then here is the main unit. So let's get my hands going into that. Out of the box, here is, you can see they got keys zip tied on. Yeah. Wow, this thing is steel. It's heavy duty. It's an alloy. Yeah, so it's an alloy of some sort. It's, you know, like an aluminum alloy combination, because it's not magnetic. Only thing magnetic is the screws on the back, but it's definitely steel, or alloy, sorry. And very heavy duty. And there's some boxes in here. We got to see what we got going on here. 1, 2. Yes, the key fobs. They're pretty small. They're smaller than my truck key fob. So yeah, there's the truck key fob, a little smaller, because you know you don't want them big in your pocket. Now I might have to have 2 if I'm carrying both items, or I'll just be carrying this and you put your other stuff away. Just reading this, activate your lifetime free warranty. So it has a lifetime warranty. So you buy it once, support at CARMTEK. Yeah. And they're just separated, so they come with 4 keys. And now I'm reading the instructions. It says remove the existing handle and start installing the new one. So right off the bat, let's just kind of checking the unit out. Seeing how sturdy it is. It feels really nice. Lock, unlock mechanisms. And there you go. Everything seems to be going good. So I just read through the whole manual. It is a really nice manual. Programming the keypad, RV door lock sound control. That's another feature that I was really looking for. A lot of people complain about the RV lock versions, the other brands that are doing similar style, that you can't turn the sound down, and then every time you unlock, you're like, if you're trying to be sneaky in the night, beep, boop. You don't want that every time you like lock or unlock, right? Programming the fobs. You can have one fob work multiple locks, so that's nice. Pick your own keypad, of course. And so it says keep the sound on high when you're programming, though. So, and then I'll test all the sounds, probably be running at low. And yeah, let's get to it. So again, I got to remove the old one. Simple, just pull it out with the striker plate, and now I'm just disassembling it right from here. There's 4 screws that hold it together, so I can get the front plate and back plate separated. This whole thing can come apart. Also note that there's the deadbolt lock, the manual deadbolt lock, and it's in metal as well. So some other ones were plastic, and I was really concerned about that when my stock one is all metal, and the handle as well. You know, like, and then there's also a lock for the actual handle lock. Again, here's the 2 locks. So there's an actual physical lock inside to lock the handle lock, and then of course to lock the deadbolt lock. Now I'm going to remove this, since I got an understanding about what I am doing. Again, guys, it's a Torx 20 on mine, so I'm just going to remove this and remove the outside, and I'll be back. And the striker plate is just simple. Everyone can do this. 2 bolts and the plate. And again, note there's only 1 lock for the deadbolt. There is no lock from the inside for this, so that's an extra feature. I think the electric mechanism will only do this from the outside, though. So if you lock the inside, you need a key. Okay, I got the bolts off, and it's really dirty. I got to clean in there as well. But so, boom. Okay, so there's the back plate, and then we'll pull. What is this? Little spacers of like cardboard or something in there. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just noticing it kind of comes out like sideways, going around that piece of wood on mine. Very interesting. And then they got a little bit of a sealant adhesive back there and glue. Huh. There it is. Okay, well luckily it fits in the hole. Man, I don't know what's going on with that. Like I said, why was my door like that? But, so there's a nice seal all around here. I might take it off and make sure I get some mineral spirits and clean all the crud off so it makes a good seal. And luckily this thing kind of fills in that whole gap. That piece of wood block is right there. And all I did was I just put this side in first, you know, like at an angle, and then pushed it in, and then it just squeezed right in there nicely. And then of course I made sure the wires were pushed through as well at the same time. Simple, anyone can do this. I don't need to show you guys how to do it on film. Next step is like the edge plate, and this is the old one and the new one, and just goes in the side of the door of 2 screws. They supply screws that they say they're shorter. In my case, they're not shorter, they're actually longer. Doesn't say in the instructions, but I also like to put a little blue Loctite, you know, the Permatex or whatever, any blue Loctite, just so the screws don't back out on their own from vibration. See, I got the top bolt in, and now for the bottom one. It has a nice fit so far. Okay, so far everything's operational. Just got the striker plate held down slightly and made sure it's all straight, you know, parallel, right? Because it can move a little bit. Next is number 3, remove the screws holding the battery cover and install, which I just did, and install the 4 supplied AA batteries. Where are they? Aha, okay. Okay, so this is probably gonna be the hardest part. Adjust and straighten the front handle. So like obviously the locks can spin around freely right now. So I have to make sure those line up when I put them to the front plate in the door, right? And then bolt it on with the new supplied screws, those guys. And 10 minutes later, that was the worst process to try to fit the cables together as you put the back plate on. Try to line up the locks that they actually engage, right? So they actually engage the lock. I got 1 bolt in. You need a second person would really help. So they could hold it together as you get the screw in. So now I got to put the other bolts in and hope nothing gets into the wires, just squished in there. So I'm sorry I couldn't film that, but it's so difficult. But that's the hardest part. If you can get a second pair of hands, it would be a lot easier. So I've just been going around in circles. My hands are freezing in wintertime. Just slowly going around the circle, crisscross, whatever you want to do, and tighten them up. Obviously, we want to be careful. And then I'm also going to firm up the striker plate here at the same time. And I put Loctite on all these bolts, just not these ones as well, these 4 guys. So only got to do this once. Yeah, and handle. And then if you lock that handle locks. So that's the lock. And then this one is the deadbolt. That's electronic. Right, locked? Not locked. Okay, so now I just removed the other side of the striker plate, and we're gonna put in the new one. You can see it is slightly larger opening. So that's gonna go in place right there. Okay, you're probably wondering what I'm doing on the screen and on the lock, but I had to take off some material at the pivot here. As you see, if you look, it moves forward. See how this pivot, it pivots forward? What it's doing is it pivots into my screen door. So if you have a screen door that locks in when you're inside, you couldn't open it from the inside because it was, so you can see it's still touching, but what I did is I ground away at the latch and ground away at the screen door. I also then moved the screen door on the hinges just slightly, and so then the screen door was further this way to get it more room, because, you know, obviously my thing's been through the torture ring. It's a 2006, who knows what's on a new one, you know, untwisted in bit. But once I moved the screen door, it actually started to jam down here at those screws right here, and so you can see I ground those bolts down a little bit and took a hammer and pounded that back. So several little issues came across. Back to the original latch, and no more, never use the key again. Look at this one. I'll zoom in. notice the latch, it doesn't actually go any further than the starting point at the top. There it sticks out, just it sticks out like a millimeter or two. When the lock on the CARMTEK, you know, as you what I was saying is the lock would move out further. So now I've ground it down. I was using just kind of like a sand bit, and the Dremel worked really well. High speed works much better with the Dremel.
There you go.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Not much. Come and see the mesh you're making.
All right. Okay, I'm done. Let's show you the result, guys. So I wanted to get the door really tight. You know, like you don't want water intrusion around the seal. You want it really tight. So the inside of the striker plate, the inner plate, you want to adjust that perfectly. So what I mean is, like, here's the handle lock. There's no movement in the physical door, just in the handle here. And then as I feel a little bit of resistance, and then there's the lock. So the deadbolt has just, you see that, just a tiny bit of movement. As least I can get it to actually fit. And then, see, this is loose now. Boom, and boom, locked. So you just put a little pressure. So we're getting a nice tight seal. Right, seal. Boom, that's, I mean, I had it looser in the beginning, but I want that seal. And then, of course, it comes with the stock code as 1, 2, 3, 4. Unlock. Open. Open sesame. And okay, and so here's my modified now. So like I can get the door, the hinge will completely be out, and it just touches as I ground that down and ground the striker or this. So all good now, as you can see, and the door shuts and doesn't get stuck. And like I said, the door is tight, doesn't move at all. And again, and then you hit the lock button and the door is locked. And see, I have it just tight enough that when you do that, it stays loose until you push it in. Now what's actually more fun is just using this. Right? Easy peasy. Watch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So fun. So that is the beep set at low. I'll show you the high. It's really freaking loud. Yeah, there's loud. So that's a little loud, huh? And then you can mute it as well. There goes the chickens. So I'm gonna reprogram this. Probably don't need that in the video. It's in the instructions. It's gonna be simple. I hold the number 9 button for like 4 or 5 seconds. Then you input something, and then input your code, and then input your code again, and that's it. Right off the bat, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and right off the bat, these are synced as well. They're already synced. You don't have to deal with anything. And if there's a code reset button. If you hit that, then you need to resync these, and there's a way to sync them. Plus, you can sync one of these to do multiple locks. So if I get a lock for the trailer, I can have the same fobs do both keys, which is nice. Everything's syncable. And lock. Good to go. Good to go. Now, something to mention, there is a top lock, but that one is with a key, and so it's mostly when you're inside the vehicle, you're inside it, you can do this top knob right here, right? And it'll lock out. I'm sorry, my door's moving. Let me get this out of the way. And then that locks the handle lock, so which ESO keeps this out as well, so it gives you, you know, and you can manually do the deadbolt as well without doing the remote. But now you're gonna get a lot more on the striker plate, and I've replaced these bolts and put much bigger bolts in, much deeper, like 1 inch deep, to get a stronger hold on that than the stock system. But that, and then so yeah, you're not gonna, the handle's gonna be locked, so you need a key to unlock that. So if you physically do lock that when you leave, then which way are we going? Then you know, now it works again. So just keep in mind, and it has an arrow. It says lock is that way. Same with this one's a little dirty. Lock is that way. So if you're inside, you can lock that one and give you a little more protection if you, instead of just doing the deadbolt. Anyways, I'll get a shot at nighttime too and show you how it all glows. But thanks for watching, everybody. I also could maybe start doing distance tests, right? You can hear the beep from here. The beep's on low. I could go even further. There's the lock. Okay, a little further back. Oh, you just hold the button a little longer to get it to engage. A little further back. Yeah, there it goes, lock. That beep's pretty loud actually, huh? There we go, unlock, let's see. Boom, working at a good distance. Okay, we'll check it's locked. There, boom. And it should be locked. Yes, it is. Okay, let's unlock it. Let's walk further. Okay, so I don't know how far I am away, but let's try the lock button. Boom, I heard it click. I heard it beep. Double check. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. This guy always escapes. And it worked. It worked. So that was like, I don't know how far that is away. Let's try to go all the way to the house. So right now I'm going to show you it's locked. So let's go to try to unlock it from the distance. Okay, so I just counted 40 meters with some long steps. Boom. I heard the unlock sound. All right. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Let's try it one more time. Okay, it's locked. We're gonna try 50 meters now. Oh, look at that beautiful diff. Okay, so camper's way over there, guys. I don't know if we'll hear the sound, but let's just try. I don't hear anything. I don't think it's going to work this far. No, okay, so it doesn't work like all the way to the house, but good enough. All right, we might as well try programming the keypad together. Okay, it says keep number 9 pressed for 3 or 4 seconds, then type in the code and press lock, and then type in your new code, press lock, confirm new code, press lock button. Okay, so again, hold 9 for 3 or 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then type in the code and press the lock button. Type in the new code, press the lock button, press the lock button. There you go. So you guys saw what the new code was, right? Boom. Works. Okay, well that's it. I'm obviously going to make my own new code off camera. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll throw in some nighttime shots because show you how it glows or whatever, because last night I was doing it before I got to fit all the door parts perfectly. So it's pretty cool. So I'm really happy so far with my initial impression of the CARMTEK. Love all the metal. The only thing to keep in mind is if you have a door screen, you might have to do some grinding to make it fit. So yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, freaking awesome. I'm gonna hopefully get one going on the trailer, and I'll have the fobs for the trailer and this, so no more keys, you know, at the racetrack, just all the other locks. Irnie Racing, guys, cheers. Okay, it's getting dark. I want to show you how they light up. I'm not going to put in my code. It's wrong. Didn't work. Oh yeah, to lock it. But yeah, let me... And I put my code in, and... Oh, you got to do it quick. And... Boom. Locked. That's it. It's in the... It has a nice glow. That's nice, huh? Very nice. Very nice. Also, it shows you on the screen when it's locking and unlocking, so let's press that lock button. Boom, that glows. Unlock. See that? Cool, huh? There's 2 lock buttons if you want to lock both vehicles at the same time when you double do it. Right? That's, you could do both locks, multiple locks. Oh.
I couldn't get in.
You don't know the password?
No, you didn't tell it to me.